continuing the topic of whole numbers today. So if in your big books you can write the heading Gwaith dosbarth, fill in the missing gaps, and then today's date, please. Okay, and then if you can pop down a side heading of examples. So we need to fill in the missing gap here. So 456 plus something equals 1096. Well, we know the total of the two numbers is 1096. So to work out the missing gap, we're going to have to do the opposite, the inverse. So 1096, take away, lining up your place value now, 456. 6 take away 6 is 0, 9 take away 5 is 4, 0 take away 4 we can't do, so we need to borrow from the 1 which becomes 0, and our 0 becomes 10. 10 take away 4 is 6, meaning our missing gap is 640. And if we want to check that, we can add up the two numbers, so 456 plus 640 should give us an answer of 1096. So 6 add 0 is 6, 5 add 4 is 9, 4 add 6 is 10. So we are correct. Our total is 1096. Moving on to number 2 then. 3754, take away something equals 891. Well, sometimes when people see the take away here, they automatically think we need to add. Well, if we added 3754 to 891, we'd end up with 4,000 and something. Well, 3,754, take away 4,000 and something is definitely not going to equal 891. Therefore, we need to work out the difference between the 3,754 and 891. So, doing our subtraction, 3,754, take away 891. 4 take away 1 is 3. 5 take away 9 we can't do, so we need to borrow from the 7 which becomes 6, and our 5 becomes 15. 15 take away 9 is 6. 6 take away 8 we can't do, so we need to borrow from the 3 which becomes 2, and our 6 becomes 16. 16 take away 8 is 8. 2 take away nothing is 2. So 2,863 must be our missing gap. And again, we can do a check of this on the side to see that it actually works. So 3,754, take away 2,863, should give us an answer of 891. 4 take away 3 is 1, 5 take away 6 we can't do, so we need to borrow from the 7 which becomes 6, and our 5 becomes 15. 15 take away 6 is 9. 6 take away 8, again we can't do that, so we need to borrow from the 3 which becomes 2, and our 6 becomes 16. 16 take away 8 is 8, 2 take away 2 is 0. So we get an answer of 891. So moving on to example 3 then. Something take away 1,755 is equal to 2,798. Well, this time we're trying to work out the total, the starting value. Therefore, if we've taken away 1,755 to get 2,798, we need to add these two numbers to see what the starting value was. So 2,798 add 1,755. 8 add 5 is 13, 3 down carry 1. 9 add 5 is 14, and the one we carried is 15, 5 down carry 1. 7 add 7 is 14, and the one we carried is 15, 5 down carry 1. 2 add 1 is 3, and the one we carried is 4. So our missing gap is 4,553. And again, if we wanted to check that on the side, we can. Doing 4,553, take away 1,755, should give us an answer of 2,798. 3 take away 5 we can't do, so we need to borrow from the 5 which becomes 4. 13 take away 5 is 8. 4 take away 5 we can't do, so we borrow from the 5 which becomes 4, and our 4 becomes 14. 14 take away 5 is 9. 4 take away 7, again we can't do this, we borrow from the 4 which becomes 3, and our 4 becomes 14. 14 take away 7 is 7, 3 take away 1 is 2. And we are correct. Looking at our next example then, 90 divided by a number equals 15. So we need to work out, what do we need to divide 90 by to give us an answer of 15? Well, we can do the division here to see what it is that goes into 90 to give us an answer of 15. So how many 15s are in 9? 0, carry the 9. How many 15s in 90? Well, we can help ourselves here by putting the 15 times tables down the side. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. So how many 15s was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm missing that. 90 must have been divided by 6 to give us an answer of 15. And again, if you wanted to do that check, 90 divided by 6, how many 6s are in 9? There's 1, and there's a remainder of 3. How many 6s are in 30? There's 5. So we are correct because it gives us an answer of 15. Sometimes people look at the divide and think they need to multiply, but then think 90 times 15 will give us a really big number. Therefore, doing the 90 divided by that number, there's no way our answer is going to be 15. So we do sometimes need to use a little bit of logic to see if our missing value makes sense when we put it back in. Last example then, something divided by 6 equals 12. Well, at this time, we haven't been given the starting number, but we know if we divide that number by 6, it gives us an answer of 12. Well, again, we can do our inverse operation here to find what we started with. Rather than dividing by 6, we need to do the opposite of divide, which is times by 6. So 12 times 6, you may know this straight away in your head. 2 times 6 is 12, 2 down carry 1, 6 times 1 is 6, and the one we carried is 7. So we get an answer of 72. And again, you may have known that straight away. Okay, and if you would like to check 72 divided by 6, how many 6s are in 7? 1, remainder 1. How many 6s are in 12? 2. So our answer is correct.